Hey guys, this is Ruby as always, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. So guys, I've been working on this a bit more, and I believe I have it in its finished state. So let's go over some of the stuff I've done. So I went ahead and I put in an ore detector. I don't really know if we're going to need that, honestly, because for this thing we really don't care. We just drill straight through an asteroid, so it's no biggie. Here's a large reactor, and I got it all tubed up with some of the storage things, and then here is kind of like the shoot. I keep forgetting to not do that. Got a little door, and this is hideous, but I don't know. It's the best I could do. We're not really gonna see in here anyways. We're gonna be mainly looking from the outside. So we got this door, and here's like the maintenance hatch per se. So back here we got our gyroscopes and our gravity generator, and then every single side's gonna have two large thrusters to kind of help, you know, do the inertia dampening and stuff. And then this one's going to have one too. I've already got them up there, but I've got to put the roof on when I put these guys on, so I haven't done that yet. So these guys are all connected with a tube to a conveyor back there. So if we follow these guys back down here, they're going to come back here. And then we have 4 blast furnaces, and then we have 4 refineries. And what these blast furnaces do is that they process iron, cobalt, and I want to say maybe magnesium or something. I'm not 100% sure on that. There's some other ore, but it processes that only. So everything else, like uranium and stuff, will go to the refineries. And then this, I'm not sure if it does it faster than the refineries, honestly. So then we got 6 large storage units. Are they called units? Containers, whatever. Well, what did I just turn off? Broadcasting. What is that? Am I like broadcasting the Twitch? No. But so I got 6 large storage containers because from our one trip we almost filled up one. So if we want to be able to do like a big asteroid and maybe do multiple passes before we come back, we're gonna need a couple of those guys. So that's the inside. It's very, very basic, and you know, you're not gonna see a lot of this. We got a lot of space, so if we ever need anything else, we got the room. And then so how you get in is there's that door right there, and that's just gonna be a hallway to there. And then over here we have a connector, and it's recessed nicely so we don't have to worry about it blowing off or something. And then so what we're going to use that for, and we got 3 back here. I would have liked to get 4, but the symmetry was off. Actually, I bet you, hold on. I didn't even think about this. Will this fit right here? Let's just get this guy flipped around. Won't this guy just go right there over 3? Oh, yeah, these are even numbers, so no, it's not going to work. Okay. And so I built this guy too. Here's Storathon. Bringathon might get retired, per se. So this guy, obviously I got an exposed reactor. This guy is not going to see any ships or anything. This is simply going to be for offloading this dude into the base or anywhere else. So we got plenty of thrusters to help us, and this guy has 4 large storage units. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we got a connector up front for easy connecting, I guess. And then here's our cockpit. So yeah, this guy is pretty big. 60,000 kilograms for a small ship's pretty large. So yeah, this guy obviously has nothing except storage units. So, and they're all interconnected, and it's all nice and padded per se. So it should do pretty well. I've only used it once, and I didn't even really need to use it. I can tell I didn't finish this thing very well. I think it's because I was mainly working on like 3 ships at once. So, and then another thing is Blastathon's made a return, except it's a small ship now. Now this thing is heavily, heavily armored. So basically it's got its central area and then like 3 little wings. I still feel like it's too bulky, and I can't seem to make a non-bulky heavy ship. I just can't make like a slim one. So yeah, we got 2 Gatling guns and a missile turret per pod. I got decoys everywhere. Thrusters. We got a camera on the front because the cockpit is obviously recessed. And here is the reactor, and everything's interconnected for the Gatling gun so it can get ammo. There was an antenna here. I don't know what happened to it. Or no. Oh, maybe I just forgot to fill that in. And here's the cockpit, and you see you got that one little hole to get in there. And then back here you got an antenna and the beacon. and the gyroscopes. So, I mean, each pod has its important things. So, obviously, if I lose this wing, the ship's SOL anyways. Lose this one, I got no cockpit. If I lose this one, I've got no gyroscopes. So, and I've already tested it kind of once, and I'm not completely happy because it seems to blow off all my guns if I go into a enemy ship. So, that's where we stand right now with our ships. I'm still haven't expanded the refineries. I really need to do that and stop being lazy. But what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the top on this guy, and I'm going to go take it for another test run, and then we'll find something else to do. So there's the hole. There's the result from us drilling into it. Pretty big. So we got all kinds of goodies now. We got a lot of stone, a lot of nickel, iron. What else we got? Cobalt, a lot of uranium. I think there was some gold up here, yeah. And we fared pretty well. Pretty well, being very subjective. We ended up losing this whole bottom half. And I figured out kind of the key. I figured out a good thing, at least for these large ships. I'm going to make a mini version of this as a small ship, because this isn't going to work out. We'll get to that in a minute. So I figured out you can do about 0.5 meter a second, and you won't get drills blowing off. I don't know how this happened, honestly. So this was part of the damage. I ended up blowing some others off like four or so before drilling into this one. I figured out what speed to go, because if you hit these, if you hit like the stone going too quick, it'll just blow off your drills like that, like it's nothing. So the drills did pretty good, but the rest of the ship didn't do so well, as you can see. It took a complete beating, and I figured out an issue. I don't know if it's because the ship's so big. Maybe I don't have enough thrusters, which is crazy because we got 2 large ones on each side. But it kept wanting, every time the drills were on, it kept wanting to go up and to the right. So, as you can see, every time it went up and to the right, it completely demolished the ship. So this is probably like 20,000 something steel plates we lost here. Probably more, honestly. Because I think just this top bit was 30,000, and not to mention the sides. So, and then whatever else is damaged, we're probably missing more than that. I mean, we're missing stuff back here. I blew off those thrusters on accident from these guys, so I had to put some more on the back. So, it was good. Let's take a look at the inventory. Let's see what we got. I haven't even taken a look recently. So let's just use the easy access hatch here. And get down, turn off the jetpack, and let's go in. So let's take a look. So, oops, forgot you gotta get in. There we go. So I wish you could just hide the drills. That would be amazing. Let's just hide empty for everything. Alright. So let's just take a look at the large storage containers. Okay, the reactor got a bunch of uranium from the refineries. So this large guy is filled up, this guy's filled up, and this guy is over halfway filled. So that's pretty good. And then let's take a look at all the refineries, and they're all completely packed full of stuff, with lots of stuff. And then let's take a look at the arc furnaces, or the blast furnaces as it says, and they got a bunch of stuff. So we got a lot of resources out of this. But this is probably going to be the end of the road for this ship. I'm probably going to demolish this, unfortunately. And I'm going to build a smaller one, like a small ship, that's like nowhere near as big as this. Because it just seems like we're having some issues with some stuff. That could probably be easier if we didn't have such a huge ship. So I think that's what I'm going to work on, demolishing this guy some other time, though. I don't feel like doing that right now. And it was so crappy because the whole time I'm drilling, I'm getting like 15 FPS with all these drills, all those particle effects going on. Hey, what's going on here? Go. Or is this not enough power? Dude, that's not enough power. Alright. Well, I'm going to work on this, guys. I'm not going to make... I think it's the last of this ship. I know we've been working on this for a couple episodes now for y'all. For me, it's been, I don't even want to know how long I've been working on this ship, just to demolish it. It was a good learning experience, though. I have to say that. It was, oh yeah, aren't I missing crap for this? That's why I didn't finish them. I'm just gonna have to make it go. Yeah, we got a huge chunk of this ship in here. Hopefully that doesn't bounce around and break anything. Alright, well I'm just gonna get this back near the base, or at least try to. And let's find something else to do. Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you can see, the ship is no more. I've completely broken it down. It took a while, especially considering at first I was using Breakathon in its normal area. I don't know if I showed this or not, but I upgraded this guy. He's now got a large storage container. Because before, it took nothing to fill it up, especially when it was made completely out of heavy steel plates. And so, yeah, that helped a lot. Now, you guys may have to excuse anything that happens during this recording. The game updated a couple days ago, and everyone's waiting on a hotfix right now, because anything you pretty much do, if you even like look at a conveyor, your game will crash. So what I've done is I upgraded that guy to a large storage container. That helped a lot with the breakdown, and I'm having some frame rate troubles. I think it's since I kind of expanded back here, because I don't remember getting this low of frame rates, and I thought it was because I had all the ships out. So I put them all over here, put landing gears on the ones that didn't have them, and then parked them, and then turned off their reactors so that like the thruster animations weren't going on. But I've parked them, and I'm getting about the same frame rate actually, which is surprising. Maybe I'm getting a little better. But so what I did was, and I guess this is where all the frames are going, but is I've added, how many is this? 12 more refineries. And I've added, I had to turn on auto-saving for that crashing issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 arc furnaces back here. So there's these two huge banks of refineries now that are all connected. And I guess it's maybe the conveyors that are giving me lag? I don't know. I don't really know of a better way to optimize this cabling either. I don't know. Maybe it would help if I put these guys like right next to each other, where one conveyor, you know, interfaced with both refineries or something. I don't think it'd be a huge deal to tear these guys down. And I've added more storage, as you can see, because from tearing the big guy down, I started running out of storage. So we've expanded it a bit more. And then I've added some extra assemblers here. I've added, I think, 8? No, I've added 6 more assemblers here, just to help out in case we need it. We ended up losing our gravity generator. Where did I think I put that back here by the... Where is it at? I think it's down here. No, there it is, right there. There's the gravity generator. We had an open spot there. I didn't want to put it out here and block anything. So basically everything's still the same, but we have a new ship here, and this is something that I kind of worked on. The design is not amazing, but honestly, what I need it for, it works amazing. So basically, this is just another tunnel bore, kind of like what we used Holothon for, except Holothon sucked, and it constantly got damaged, and we constantly lost drills, constantly lost, you know, armor blocks, constantly lost thrusters. It was the crappiest ship. And I'm going to tear it down. I don't know. A lot of these ships I don't need anymore. Like Minothon, we can tear that down. Holothon, we might tear that down. I don't know. Or should we... Maybe you guys can give me some advice. Maybe we should have like a graveyard or something for them. Maybe we should make an area for that or something. So basically, this guy is just 9 drills as well on the front. But it's much more slender. So, everything either fits right behind the drills or behind it. So basically everything runs just on the outside, and we've got this reactor tucked away down here. It hasn't taken any damage at all, and really the only spots that I've had damaged were the bottoms, were these blocks here behind the drills, I guess from rubbing against stuff. And I've gone multiple mining trips with this thing, and it's worked really well. And what's so good about it is that I don't have to do anything. I put it into a hole, and I just hold W, and I think there's some like cool thruster stuff you can do with the control panel, but I don't know enough about that, and I was kind of scared to do it with this. Basically, yeah, this guy's, here's its thrusters. The gyroscopes are inside there, along with the cockpit. So how you get in is right here, and there's a camera mounted up here, as you can see. And this is just to keep an eye on the thrusters and everything above us right here, just so we kind of know where we're going, or else you get this view here. And you have no idea if you're going up, if you're going down. And then with the camera view, I can kind of keep everything horizontal, so that we're not like going up into a cave or going sideways or whatever. It just really helps out. And it's like the ore detector and stuff in there. And it's got 2 large storage containers. I think we could honestly even fit a 3rd or 4th, but honestly 2 is enough. And ever since we broke down that ship, we don't really need ores. But this is a project that I've kind of wanted to work on just in case we ever need anything. Because this guy, we can just go drill through the asteroid a couple times per trip before we have to come back and dump it off. So I assume it's because I've added all this machinery now is why I'm getting such worse frame rate. Hopefully they're going to optimize everything here pretty soon. So how these drills are connected, it's pretty simple. So it's in kind of like an H pattern. So each line comes down from bottom and top, meets in the middle, and then comes to the middle. And there's a conveyor behind this guy. It's the same over here. Top and bottom come to the middle. It goes over, and then this top one actually comes out with a conveyor, and then comes up and dumps into the 2 storage, the 2 cargo containers like that. And I think I'm not sure exactly why, but these guys, they didn't want to talk to each other. I think it's because I set something wrong. But so basically, yeah, because like we could have turned these guys the other way. So I had to run it up there. I could probably redo that and not have to run this extra bit of conveyor. But hey, it works pretty well, and it hasn't gotten blown off yet. So and then it's got a ridiculous amount of backwards thrust, or forward thrust, I guess, really. Simply so you can just hold W and just keep going and not have to stop. So yeah, that's all that's really changed. The breaking down part took a while. I think that was the biggest deal. So kind of now in here, we have a completely maxed out cargo container with various stuff. Like that. And then let's just look at our cargo containers. We got our second one. This is kind of like all our components and stuff. We got 117,000 steel plates, 20,000 thruster components. Let's see, here's another one. This is all of our ores and ingots. And I'll put any ores in here if I'm waiting, if like all the refineries or furnaces are full. I'll put some in here, and with the conveyor system, they'll automatically get pulled out of here. There's also some steel plates in here, probably because I couldn't fit them somewhere else. And here's another thing full of components. Not full, but it's got a lot in there. Here's another one with components in there. And that's pretty much it. A lot of them are still empty because we don't need them yet. What was up with that lens flare? Like, where was I getting a lens flare from? But, yeah. Fix that. I don't know why that's damaged. That might be from when I accidentally exploded the reactor one time. Not much else has changed with this guy. He's pretty much the same still. This design, for as kind of ghetto as it was, works very, very well. I was very surprised. So, yeah, this is kind of the current ship graveyard. Everything's put over here and parked to kind of keep it busy and keep it locked down. Now, I've seen some stuff with this middle guy. So this guy's always had landing gear, this big guy here. But it seems like every time I load the save, its landing gear isn't attached anymore. I don't know if that's a bug, because that means as soon as I reload the save, all of these guys are not going to be attached anymore. And since their reactors are off, if I bump them, they'll start going somewhere. Luckily, they all have reactors, so if I do bump them, I can just jump in and turn them on and turn them back off. But, yeah. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I think it's a little bit of a shorter one, but I figured I'd give you guys an update. And maybe I'll open it up to you guys for some project ideas, if you have anything in mind. Right now, we have the Hermitcraft UHC going on, so it's probably going to be a little while till you guys see this video, but I already have some videos planned. Like, you can just see how much damage this thing took always. It's because nothing was flush. Like, you can see that's not flush with the top, and oh man, this thing was a disaster. But, yeah, so let me know if you guys do have any ideas for any projects. I'll be open to any ideas that you have. And also today, I passed 15,000 subscribers. Woo! Which also means that, actually, before you guys see this video, too, my 15,000 subscriber special video's gotta go out. So this guy is kind of on the backlog right now. But you guys will see it sometime, like, in a week. So, yeah, and I didn't weld anything down here because I'm lazy. And surprisingly, you wouldn't think so, but even though these guys aren't built, they don't have any kind of like weight limit, so you can just put them on there and not weld them. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and stop blabbering. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if you have any ideas. I'll be happy to hear them. And I will see you guys next episode. Hold on. Bye!